Hey guys, we are going to do a little bit of doodling today with Mrs. Hayes. Mother's Day is coming up, and I thought it might be nice if we made a Mother's Day card. So I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of doodling. Maybe we'll make a Mother's Day bouquet. And all we need to do is remember how to draw basic, simple shapes. For example, a circle. You can all draw a circle, right? Can you draw a football shape? A curve that way and a curve that way. There's a leaf shape. You could make swirls. You can make polka dots. And you can make a shape like that, kind of a raindrop. If you turn it this way, it's a raindrop shape. So we're going to use also lines. You could make lines that are straight and vertical. You could make lines that go off in other directions, like that. You could make lines that wiggle, like that. So we're going to make a little Mother's Day bouquet. So I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to start with one big flower in the middle. I'm going to start with a nice tall stem, just like that. The top of my stem, I'm going to put a circle shape, just like that. Maybe my flower needs some petals. What shape? I could use a shape like that. Maybe I make that shape longer. Oh, there we go. Think about a clock. I just put a shape at 12 o'clock. Maybe there's one at 3 o'clock. That's where the 12 would be on the clock. That's where the 3 would be. Over here, your 9. Put a shape at 9 o'clock. You could put a shape down here at 6 o'clock. My stem is down there, so I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to put shapes in between. And I'm using a Sharpie marker. I love to draw with Sharpie markers. So now I've filled in some shapes in between. Maybe I make a little half circle shape right in there. Maybe there's the stem of my flower. I'm going to make my stem a little bit longer. Maybe there's another flower. What I want is I want to make a little bouquet for my mom, for my Mother's Day card. I'm going to make a flower that comes out here this way, and it's going to bend, curve that direction. I'm going to use another shape we didn't talk about, a semicircle shape. You could make it either way, up and over or down and under, just like that. I'm going to make mine flat on this side, and I'll make my curve go that way, and then I'll color it in. And maybe make some little lines coming out of this. This is just a simple little doodle. Maybe some circles at the end. What kind of flower is this? I don't know. It's a flower that I made just for my mom. I love this shape right up here. Maybe that's on my leaf. Little teardrop shapes, just like that. Now I want another flower over here. A bouquet is a group of flowers. So maybe I make another stem going that way. Maybe this stem has berries on it, so I'm going to make some branches that branch off of my stem, just like that. And maybe each one of those branches has a little berry. Look how cute that is. I love that. I kind of make the outline thick. Maybe I need one more right there. Oh, he's a big berry. You can't mess this up. Little berries going everywhere. Why not? Anywhere you see a little empty spot or a spot that needs some love, just add some berries. All right, so we're going to bring it down and down. And I'm going to curve my stems back out this way. And we're going to tie our bouquet with a little ribbon. So I'm going to make sort of an ellipse shape. An ellipse is like a squished circle. Make a little ellipse and maybe a bow and some string. And there is my bouquet. Now, you can get fancy with this if you want to start adding more shapes to your bouquet. You can add some leaf shapes. That's like a football shape. Maybe you want to add some more branches to your berry sprig. Maybe this guy needs some more leaves. I don't know. Now, we talked about these little dots up here. Sometimes I like to get kind of silly and put little dots right along my stems. It just adds a little extra fun to your picture. Maybe there's some dots on the berry stem. Gives it a little pattern, makes it kind of fun. Maybe there's a silly little vine. Curly lines like that. You can make lines that loop. They can go that way. I'm going to make a little wiggly vine. This guy needs a little more. Maybe he's got some more little sprigs growing up in there. So if you're drawing with me, you can always pause and catch up, or pause and take your time and add something, and then hit play again when you're ready to draw with me again. How about a swirl? Oh, that's fun. What if I added some little dots coming down along my flower stem? Oh, that looks fun. Sometimes being a lefty like me makes it hard to show videos like this because my hand covers up my drawing. Any of my left-handed artists ever find that? Okay, there is my Mother's Day bouquet. I love it. Now there's a couple things you can do. You could add color to this. You could use crayons. You could use markers. I've got some nice Sharpie markers here. I'm just going to use some of those. So I'm going to add a little bit more color. And just little pops of color, just to brighten it up. There's a little yellow. What color should my berries be? I think they should be raspberry colored. Why not? And if you're making this for a special person in your life, a mom or maybe an aunt or a grandma, think about colors they like. What colors would they like to see? Think about their favorite colors and make it something they like. My mom loves green, so I'm going to add some green leaves. And you know what? I might even trace my stem. Even though I drew it with Sharpie, you go over it with another color. Look how it just makes it pop. I love that. What about my ribbon? My ribbon's getting kind of lost down there. He's a little skinny. I'm going to go over my ribbon with some purple. There's my bow, my little ellipse back there. And maybe I make it curve. Look how fun that is. Now, my mom knows that my favorite color is blue. And I add blue to just about everything. So maybe I add a little bit of blue. I don't want to color my petals in super dark. So I'm going to just do a little highlight of blue here. Have some fun with this. Add color in your own way. Make it special. Now there's lots of things you can do with this cute little drawing that you made. You could take scissors and cut it out. I'm going to take scissors and cut kind of a fun little square out. Then I'm going to do something crazy. You're not going to believe it. So, cut that out. I'm going to tear this. I love the idea of a torn edge. So I'm going to take this. I lay my ruler down because it helps me tear. And I press on my ruler and I pick up the paper, and look how nice that edge looks. Doesn't that look pretty? It looks so fancy, like a card you would find at a Hallmark store. Whoops. Oh no, I tore it. Oh wait, I wanted to. I think I'm just going to tear the edges, just like that. Now there's other things you can do. I am a scrapbooker, so I have lots of fun paper. You could find another piece of paper. Now look, my flower is a little too big. I could trim it to fit my paper. Maybe I'll do that. Still doesn't work. Maybe a little more. Maybe I have to trim some of my stem off. That's better. That gives it a little pop of color, so you could glue it to another piece of paper, just like this. And then, when you have that done, take a card, take a big piece of paper, fold it in half to make your card match up your corners, just like that. Now, if you have brothers and sisters at home and you all go to King's School, you can all make one card together and give it to Mom. She would love that. Or give it to Grandma, or give it to Aunt. Hey, look at that cool pattern. I should have used that. All right, so I'm going to put glue on this. And I'm going to glue it right in the middle of my card. Just like that. Look how pretty that looks. Now, what kind of card is this? Well, it's a Mother's Day card. So I am going to write that it's a Mother's Day card. I'm going to use my best handwriting, and I'm going to write happy, and then I think I'll put Mother's Day down here. So I'm going to use my neatest writing. There's a fancy A for you. Happy. Now, if you are really good with block letters, you could make block letters. If you're not really good with block letters, let me show you a trick. You take your marker letters that you wrote so nice and neat, and you fatten up your lines. Look how I did that. You just kind of draw right next to your letters, and you can make those lines thicker. And it starts to look like fancy letters. I'm just using my marker and making my letters thicker. Sometimes I leave them thinner in spots too. You can also, if you have Crayola markers, lay the markers on their side and use the fat side of the marker to make your fancy letters. Look at that. I'm just coloring right next to my printed letters. Happy. Now down here, Mother's Day, I'm going to have to make it a little smaller because I don't have as much room. Maybe I'll write Mothers. I'm going to switch my writing a little bit. This time I'm going to use some lowercase writing. Let's add that comma, because it's a day for our mothers, or the special ladies in our lives. Day. And again, don't be afraid to play around and take that marker and make your letters a little fancier, a little thicker, like block letters, but a very simple, easy way to do block letters. You know, mothers, aunts, grandmas, they love handmade things. So take some time between now and Sunday and doodle with me. Make some flowers, make a Mother's Day bouquet. If you don't want to turn it into a card, you could take your picture and just turn it into that. Turn it into a picture and give it to your mom or the special lady in your life. All right. So there is my Mother's Day card. I hope you like it. Have fun, guys. Thanks. Bye.